Hi, my name is Pavón, and the activity that I chose is from a website called ESL Games, but the way they show it, it is meant to be done online, since it's a very interactive game, but I think that it can also work in a face-to-face class. So to do it like this, I found another website called One Step English, and they had a worksheet that can be used as a guide for the game. I thought that it can work really well in a P5 class, since it's a very visual and interactive game, and also because it's a very traditional game, so I think that it can work really well in order to learn new vocabulary and anything like that. So this activity is a version of the traditional game memory, and instead of matching random pictures, the topic of these pictures would be the body parts, because it's the topic that my group and me chose for our final project. But they would have to match the picture of the body part and the word that matches the image. First of all, they would be divided in pairs, and each pair would have a worksheet. And in this worksheet they would have to write down the words that matches each image. And to help them, the teacher would have previously written down the words in the blackboard, so it can be easier for the ones that doesn't know how to write it. So to start playing, they would have to take turns, and in each turn they would have to flip two of the cards, and they would have to match the image of the body part and the name of the body part. If the two images match, they would have to use a structure that they would have previously learned, and this structure would be "this is" and the body part they have found, and they will have to keep going until there are no more cards left. Since this activity, I kind of changed it a little bit from what I saw online. I think that it can really help if they learn this vocabulary previously, because it can be easier for them to match the word with the picture. So to do that, I think that it could be a good idea to do it like with a song, to learn the parts of the body. So in conclusion, I think that this material and activity can work really well with a P5 class according to the CLIL methodology, because from my point of view involves the 4 C's. For example, the content, I think that it is suitable according to the context. Since we are talking about a P5, I think that it is very important that they learn this kind of vocabulary. Then the communication part, it uses specific phrases that makes them use English. From the cognition part, I think that it allows to construct their own knowledge from the experience that they're living. I think that it makes it more significant if they can see it with their eyes and use it in a game, for example, and it can be more integrated in their brains. And from the culture part, I think that working in pairs can be really helpful, because they learn how to work together and also they can learn from each other. And finally, we will see if the children have understood the content of the activity, if they match correctly the words with the images. And I think that it is very well balanced between content and language, because in order to prove that they have understood the content, they will have to say it out loud. And I also think that this game is so visual that it helps to integrate the content in their brains.